Hello YouTubers, it's Travis. Welcome back to another installment of DraftHero. The goal for DraftHero is to take a free-to-play account and see if we can get to Mythic and Limited without spending any money, and ideally without having to play any Constructed. For that to happen, we're going to need to win a lot, and we definitely can't have any catastrophic losses. Things have been going good in the series so far. We had a rough time with Kaladesh Remastered, which I don't love in Best of One, so we decided we'd try an Adventures in Forgotten Realms Best of One draft, and I'll let you see how that worked out for us. Enjoy today's draft. All right, DraftHero attempts Best of One draft. So Nadar is very good, Spoils of the Hunt is very good, Black Dragon is pretty good. I think you start with an Adar. I think it's good enough that you just take the rare. Like, you can work this into an Anthem for your team without too much work, and it's just a solid card. All right, there's a Spoils of the Hunt, which I like quite a bit. I also like Bag of Holding quite a bit. But I imagine in Best of One, I don't want to be overvaluing Bag of Holding as much as I do. But man, I sure do like Spoils of the Hunt. Let's just get one of those, see if maybe we can get in green-white. All right, we have a Hobgoblin Captain versus a Basilisk. The Captain's the best card, right? Like, by a lot. Yeah, I think it is. I'd really like to play Nadar, and I think the Dungeoneer goes well with Nadar. I think both Ray of Enfeeblement and these two cards are better, but I want to establish ourselves in white, which this is a little less open than I normally draft. But I'm getting a feeling that maybe red-white's where we should be at. And yeah, I'm pretty happy to do that and buckle right on in. What will tell me about the restaurant, Auntie? Now I want to know about it. Lair of the Hydra is pretty freaking good too, eh? I guess off of the signals that we've seen, rather than the cards that we opened, what they're telling me is that green-red is where I'm supposed to be. Because we first picked this, so it doesn't count, and the Dungeoneer isn't actually that good. So I think this may be what I'm supposed to be doing. Let's see. Yeah, I think it might be. Because I like the Basilisk a good bit, as well as the Elemental. We could continue down the forcing white thing and take the Planar Ally, which is not a bad card. But well, I guess we're still going to do it here. Because we can still be green-white. The signals are a little easier to read in this than they are in something like Kaladesh or Amonkhet. Yeah, we're not black or blue. That's basically what we know. Right? But like, if I've got a couple of people next to me that think that the creature lands aren't very good, that's going to dramatically impact how this works. Because like getting signals kind of depends on everybody at the table having at least a close-ish evaluation of the cards. And if you don't have that, it gets awkward. Okay, I ain't sending it around that late. I don't know necessarily that we play it, but I do love a good bag of holding. Hamster. Red's feeling pretty good. Posted a picture in general that explains everything you need to know about the restaurant. Don't think we'd realistically play any of this. Now I want to go see it. Okay, so yeah, red is feeling pretty open to me. Dude, okay, yeah. I would go eat that. I like the card styles and miss them. So I think we're red. I don't know what else we're doing besides red. And that'll probably lean on where I can get my removal from. But that leads me to want something like Swarming Goblins, even though technically the Priest of Ancient Lore, Owlbear, and Knoll Hunter might be better picks. Like at this point, we're playing red. And I need something decent to pair with it. We just haven't seen whatever that's supposed to be yet. I could take Improvised Weaponry. That does at least give me a pseudo removal spell in my main color. Even though I think the Tiger Tribe Hunter's better. I mean, I kind of just want to take the Valor Singer. Y'all tell me which I'm supposed to be doing, please. What? Illuminator. Thank you for the resub. Y'all spam some cats for the Illuminator. I don't think so. I think at this point we lean into what are our strongest cards and try to build something that can play them. Although, again, I'll move for the second Spoils of the Hunt. Because this means I actually get 2 removal spells and apparently infinite Hobgoblin Captains, which is great. I don't believe I've ever seen that many Hobgoblins. It's a lot of Hobgoblins. We could splash Spoils with the Plundering Barbarian, or we could have 2 of them and play a layer of the Hydra. We're not playing any of this. I suppose if I get really hard shifted into white, we might take that. I like You Find Some Prisoners a lot, especially in Best of One. You can do both white, red, and green, red with what you're given here. Correct. So we kind of have to decide which direction we're going, and I think right now green is better. Poor old Plummet. I suppose Wild Shape is playable adjacent. I think Bag of Holding is one of the most underrated cards in the format, and it's amazing. It can support 2-color decks with a splash pretty easily. I have not found it to support just go nuts 3-color decks, though, to be fair. To be fair. I like an Intrepid Outlander. At this point, we'd just be looking for a combat trick and go. This deck's even got decent card advantage with the bag and the Chaos Channeler. So we could take this to set up a splash if we wanted it, or I can just take the Knoll Hunter and be like, we're just going to kill you with 2 drops. And I think that might actually be my line. With an Owl Bear, because why not? So it's 2s and 5s is what we're doing. I don't know what to tell you. The drafters are better in best of 1, right? That's what we've told. I mean, it's a solid stat line. I haven't been terribly impressed with what the creature does. So I've played it some, but I haven't found it to be like an amazing card. Seems like solid filler common to me. I'm wondering if we put one of these dudes in here or just play 2 barbarians. I think I'm happy with 2 barbarians, and then if I find one more expensive thing, we can consider it, because we're basically just very heavy creatures here. And this could give us the shot at playing the elemental, but I think I'd rather have the Owl Bear. And if this is going to be the deck, that's fine. There you go. We found our playables. Best of 1 is a whole new world, yo. I'm quite happy to have it, yeah. Hello and good morning, sir. We're playing on the DraftHero account at the moment, Grixis. I don't think I want a 16 land hand smoother get 'em when one of my lands is a creature. I think we just play the 17 and play it safe. Do we main deck that over a mediocre 2-drop? I think it might be better than the Basilisk in this build. Nice. The music we're listening to now is from Streamtastical Tunes. That is Meemaw and Papa Bill's record label. I kind of want the combat trick too. Okay, so what if we do something like this? It still leaves us 15 creatures, plenty of lands. We've got solid 2s that can punch in. The Basilisk can work with the spoils, so that's kind of neat. I can even play the 6 if I want to. I'm not sure I want the Basilisk, yo. Bevins, thank you for the resub. Exclamation point DraftHero, please, Grixis Leader. That will explain to you what I'm doing. We've been working on this for a little while. Bevins and Wawan, thank you both very much.
Challenge going. Keep it up.
So we would need 1 cut from this unless I don't want to play the 2 6s. We could also, like, cut the Bag of Holding. Maybe just cut one of the Valor Singers, call it a dag. This doesn't look that bad to me. Why would I even cut the Valor Singer? We would just play it. Play both of the 6s. Go. Let's do it. I would not cut this in best of 1. I don't think. Because it can cycle, Goose. That's my thing. I think we onto something here. Let's do one game with it, then I'm going to get some lunch. I think it's about Soup 30. Like, it's actual cycling. Do you feel very strongly that we should be or should not be? This one's tapped if I have 2, right? 2 other lands. So we can do this on red, then that on green and get the train started. I found you find some prisoners to be pretty good. Like, there's a lot of artifacts in this format. Many of which you would want to destroy. That kind of sucks. Alright, so the last thing I need is for them to do that and then start getting more enchantments. We're only playing one of the barbarians, Nozni. It's where I'm like, man, I really wish we had main decked the other one, but we didn't, and now we're a little sad. Oh shoot, it certainly could have, Nile. Dag nabbit, I didn't even think about that. That's exactly what I should have done with it. That's embarrassing. Yes, I absolutely could have done that. Why the heck didn't I see it? I was like, I probably want to save it because they're going to have stuff that I'd want to interact with, but why would we use a treasure to get a bag of holding down? If we flood, we would like to start activating it. Yeah, I'm trying to say, I think I may want to do that just to stop them from getting value off of this thing, but what else would you do with the treasure home? I don't like Diablo. No, I haven't played it in ages. You're probably right about that. I mean, the glorious mistake of this game was not recognizing that I could have just gotten rid of that teleportation circle. Like, it's going to kill me. That feels miserable in best of one here, eh? I should at least get an attack next turn, which is not too shabby. I can't believe I didn't see that mode on You Find Some Prisoners. I'm going to be stuck on that for a while. It's okay for you guys to like whatever you like. I'm just saying this doesn't feel like something I can interact with in best of one. Damage starts to add up. It's a whole different game if they don't have that teleportation circle, but I gotta let that go. There's nothing I can do with that. I need to kill them next turn, eh? I don't know that there's a way I can do that this turn, or enable myself to be set up for that. We can at least make a big attack next turn, but that's about all I got. I think a lunch break before we get too much further in on this is probably a really good idea. Alright, here's our last round. I think I could have won this relatively easily if I'd paid attention to what my cards did. Which is always a costly thing, but certainly even more costly in this scenario. I think we're just dead here. That technically leaves me a blocker, but I think we're going to call this one, get some soup, and see what we can do after I have a meal. Because that was poorly played, and I can't afford to be making mistakes like that on the DraftHero account. That's bad. All right, we can do this. We can do this. That was an embarrassing mistake to make in the last game, but I can recover. That's not a bad start on the play. I think I want to spoils that and then just play out the 2 drops next turn. This is a bit aggressive, but I'm the aggressive dag. And it's so mana efficient. I guess it doesn't matter against that. That was going to brick wall me anyway. So another spoils could technically allow me to kill it now. We could also top deck our goblin and eventually decide we just want to start throwing things away to get this done. I don't know that a swing team is good for us here. That Roper is really just stopping me in my tracks. May as well hold a land for the bag of holding. I may have to start swinging next turn. Because, like, if they start casting, like, owl bears, it's not like it's going to get better for me. See? There's the owl bear. It's not getting better. That Roper is so good. Alright, so what happens if we swing team? They eat my 2 goblins. It's not good enough. I have to hit a combat trick. My aggressive deck got in for 3. Good Lord! Well, we drew the spoils. That's cool. Was a good draw. I feel a little safer now. But as long as that Roper's untapped, like, there's a limit to how much I can do. It felt good, but they're getting deeper in their deck with it, right? Like, they're 3 cards deeper than me now. And it wasn't, like, technically it was a 3-for-1 on the board, but... Okay. I'm never winning if that Roper stays there. Like, I'm probably not winning anyway, but I'm certainly not winning against the Roper. A lot of Hobgoblin captains. That goes on the Steadfast Paladin, and this is a difficult attack for us to handle. No. Okay. I don't quite know why they'd want to trade that off, but I'll take it. Because our attacks are over now. Thank you for the update, Limestone. This feels stable-ish. A little less so now. You'd think it would, you know? They put one top, that's bloody terrifying. I guess it's not just terrifying, but like that's just a solid card you would keep. Just need a few more lands and we got them. Something like that. In Best of One, my jam. You're saying that you enjoy Best of One? I do think that 16 lands in most Best of One decks makes a lot more sense. I don't usually tell people that they need to start worrying about that until they hit higher than gold. But we're getting close to where I'd need to pay attention to that. I don't feel like I'm getting that much flooded out here. I feel like we're just kind of getting run over. I really don't want a 2-for-1 myself, but this thing is going to kill me if I don't. So I've handled their two biggest threats. I can draw like 2 or 3 little things and get them. We've got things to blow up artifacts. It's not quite good enough. Okay, that's not bad. Because at least I don't have to worry about the plate stuff. right? So we'd be taking 2, 4, 6, 7. We're going from not dead to basically dead. I'm still not going to win this. But at least we won't die to plate armor. Yeah. Game over, man. That's rough. I am now beginning to feel the pressure. Because, like, this is a draft we paid for. This is not a free draft. If we don't get this to 5 wins, it's a catastrophe for our chances, and we're not able to get out of gold. Maybe I need to get one of those add-ons that tells me what cards to pick. Get an ice rock, he says. I see our opponent is a man or woman of culture. I don't remember double reds or greens. But I've got more red cards overall. Yeah, the Chaos Channeler's double red and Owlbear. So like, yeah, but the Herd Gorger doesn't matter. It's too far away, right? But what's up, Tommy? Pick the red card. This is starting to look reasonable. Bye-bye. Okay, at least it's not 0 wins. We can take that. But I really need to get like the next 4 in a row. Bolt the bag. I don't think you can respond to things that require them to sacrifice something. I don't think you can respond to something being sacrificed. There's a, I'm posting it on the Discord too, Richard. Like there's a whole channel for it. The idea was if you're a subscriber, you can see that something pops up in the weekly roundup channel and know to get in there. Thank you, Judge Bot. Duh. Don't judge me. If I'd known this was on top, I would have played it on red, but we didn't know that. And a finished teaching bot. Yeah, I'd take some pancakes, man. Okay. I think our timing might have been just a wee bit off there, but that's all right. I'm going to fire this off now in case I hit a 2-drop. I probably just want to grab a land from them. But if I hit a 2-drop, I could see taking it and playing it anyway. This one could actually be quite useful for us. But making the land drop might just be better. I don't know. The treasures seem like they might really be useful. Especially with Spoils of the Hunt, because I don't know how I'm getting through the Dragon Turtle when it untaps. Well, I guess that's the answer, and probably not. Unfortunate. That's maximum punishment for not grabbing the land. I'm gonna have to punch that monk this turn, I think. Because otherwise I'm not gonna get to use this mana for anything else. Bag of Holding is wonderful here. I should have just taken the Bloody Land. That's so embarrassing. If you get one program in, would you say that your work is finished? Kind of need to get a 6 power creature on board and then start punching things. Welcome to the dungeon. I might be able to do something with double spoils to clean this board up. But I'm going to have to. Because they're definitively winning. And I don't want them to be. You do not have Shocking Grasp. I don't believe it. Okay, you're certainly welcome to have that. At least they're not feigning death on a dragon turtle. It's not -4/-4, is it? We at least got him scared. Yeah, I guess I'm still thinking of Jace's Herpaderp or whatever from back in the day. I could have just discarded that at the bag of holding, but I'm thinking we're going to pop that here in a minute. Yeah, I probably am. So I may as well just get all these lands in play. Because I think we're swinging next turn and hoping we draw something good off of this. What card am I thinking? It's not Jace's Herpaderp, obviously. Jace's Ingenuity. It's not Jace's Ingenuity. It was the one that, like, gave something -4/-0 and investigated. Jace's Scrutiny. Thank you, Orcish Artillery. That is the particular Herpaderp I was looking for. They had a Mind Flayer on top of their deck. I did not have a Mind Flayer on top of my deck. I feel like the draft hero may be a draft 0 if we're not very careful here. I'd have drawn better cards than them with it. It's obviously to splash the Sentry, John. I can see how this playing best of one a lot really changes your mindset. So we're not dead yet. I've got time to pop this and play these cards out. I mean, we're close to dead, but we're not quite dead yet. No, that's not what I mean. I mean, like, because we've done this and we're so close to the next level, I want to keep going. But the right call, assuming we lose this game, is to be done with the free-to-play account for today. And let this woosah for a minute. But I think they want to have you like, man, I was so close. I could have gotten back in. So I wonder if getting it to 50% is just better for them in that scenario. And we're pretty bloody dead here, right? Yeah, they've got unblockable creatures. There is nothing I can do about this. I mean, the blocks don't matter that much. I'll save you some time, bud. So, like, what I'm feeling right now is, like, so close. We could just get another couple wins, and we could potentially get there, and we're almost there. We're ready to go. But, like, we spent 1,500 gems on this, and this is a catastrophe. We're down 1,400 gems. We have to do better than that if we're going to get to Mythic with a free-to-play account, right? Like, if you're going to spend some money now and then, that's fine. But the right call for this account is to park it for today. Because we've got the wins that get us as much gold as we possibly can, and we finished our quest. We need another quest. So we got to stop it here, which is okay. We can go stream some stuff on the main account and have a good time. But I think that's a big part of free-to-play. That's a bit of... It's the best way to put this. We've played that account for about 2.5 hours today. And I think that's kind of what you're supposed to be doing, right? They want you to log in and play for an hour or two a night. So Yeah, 4 wins is ideal, but I mean, we've gotten 3. That's as close as we're going to get today. If you can't get, if I can't get 4 wins in 2 drafts, it's time to stop, man. It's time to stop. I want to say thank you to my patrons. Thank you for supporting the work that we're doing here on YouTube as well as on Twitch. If you'd like to see your name up here in lights and support the work that I'm doing, you'll find a link below to my Patreon, where you too can support. Thank you very much, my friends.